Hey guys, what's up? If you guys are new to my channel, I'm Alison. If you guys are interested with fashion, beauty, lifestyle, foundation review, and hauls video, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and also click the ring bell button to get a notification whenever I upload any new video on my channel. So for today's video, we're doing another foundation review, and this is also a drugstore foundation. So this is the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream Color Correcting Full Coverage Natural Finish. Comes with collagen, peptides, and niacinamide, and also a SPF 30 sunscreen. So if you guys are interested how this work on my semi-oily skin during this winter time and my acne-prone skin, then let's keep on watching. Alright, before the foundation review, let's get into the packaging. So this is what it looks like with the packaging. It has this e.l.f. on top, and it does comes with a signature black color, and it does come in this squeezy tube, which is very easy to travel with. It kind of similar to the It Cosmetic foundation or CC cream. So this is what the packaging looks like. So my skin is already prepped with skincare, and I already put on my Becca Under Eye Brightener to cancel out my dark circle. And also for my primer today, I'll be using the Sisley primer. I've been loving this primer during this season because it just hold on my foundation very nicely, and also it doesn't dry out my skin during this winter time. So this is the primer that I'll be using today. Alright, for the concealer today, I am trying this e.l.f. Cover Stay Liquid Concealer in the shade Fair. Hopefully this shade will match with me. So a couple years ago, I also did a e.l.f. makeup review on my channel, and I purchased, I used everything from e.l.f. so you guys can check it out if you guys are interested with this brand. So before, I was reviewing this concealer, and they're very nice full coverage concealer. That's why I'm like, I should get this and try out. I'm not sure what are the difference between these two. Alright, so I did pick up in this shade Light 240W, and on the direction it says apply 1 to 2 pumps of the CC cream to clean skin using the e.l.f. brush to achieve an airbrush finish. Whereas a moisturizer and a full coverage foundation, depending on your needs, apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure and reapply at least every 2 hours, because it does comes in an SPF in this foundation. So now let's see what the texture looks like. It looks pretty thick on the texture. Alright, I'm gonna use the brush on one side of my face to see what is the coverage, and we'll try the sponge later on. Ooh, is this my shade? Let's see. It's actually pretty full coverage by using a brush. So while I'm blending this in, let's get into the details of this foundation. So first of all, I did purchase mine on Ulta.com, but if you guys having a hard time to get a perfect shade on Ulta, because they only have 16 shades on their website, and on the e.l.f. website it comes in 20 shades. So it really depends if you find the right shade on Ulta. If not, you guys can purchase it on the e.l.f. website. So this is the foundation, or CC cream I should say. It retails for $14 on the website, and I would say $14 is pretty expensive as the e.l.f. products, because of a lot of their products or foundation it retails for $6, and this is like almost double the price. So I would say compare other products that they have, this is pretty pricey of a CC cream. But what I like about this is this foundation, it comes in a lot more shade range. It does come in different category. It says shade over here as one column, which is fair, light, medium, tan, deep, or rich. And then it comes with an undertone. You guys can choose from cool, neutral to warm, which is easier for you to choose your shade range. So a little bit about this foundation. This is a medium to full coverage color correcting foundation with SPF 30 protection. And key ingredients of this foundation, it comes with a hyaluronic acid, helps provide hydration by locking in the moisture, results in plump up, bouncy complexion. Niacinamide to help brighten up and even out skin tone. Peptides for a more refreshed complexion infused with skin-loving collagen. Well, I feel like with the ingredients of this foundation, hyaluronic acid, a lot of foundation does that, or CC cream has this ingredient now, and niacinamide is something that I'm actually incorporating it into my morning skincare. I do have a Paula's Choice niacinamide in 10% that I'm using and mix it with my moisturizer just to help brighten out and even my skin tone. But now that it comes with this CC cream, it has an SPF 30 and a niacinamide. So if I'm using this CC cream, I'll be skipping my SPF and the niacinamide in the morning routine, so I feel like this is like all-in-one product. It comes in handy. Alright, so this side is blend, and I do like the finish with how it looks by using a brush finish. Usually I'm kind of like a sponge girl. I like to use a sponge to blend my foundation because usually with brush it just gives me that straight mark, so I always prefer using a sponge, but actually it doesn't give me that, and I feel like this foundation, it blends very nicely and gives me that medium coverage. So I really liking the finish of it right now, and I don't see any issue, and it does cover a lot of my imperfection on the skin with my redness, and on this side of the skin I have a lot more redness. It's the time of the month, so now I'm just gonna go in and work this with my sponge to see what finish it gives. You guys can see it gives me the instant coverage with this foundation. Alright, you guys can see on this side of the skin, it's a lot more skin-like, it's more dewy finish, and it didn't cover as much of the redness on this side of my face. But then on this side of the skin, you guys can see it gives me a lot more coverage on the blemishes. So what I'm gonna do with this foundation, I'm gonna take a half pump of it and then target to this area. Ooh, you guys, let's see this. Using a brush finish with this CC cream, it gives me a lot of coverage. You guys can see the before and after. It's a huge difference. So usually after a brush application, I like to go in with a sponge. So this way it just kind of gives me a more natural finish. Make sure everything is blend into the skin, no straight marks. And now I'm just gonna blend in my concealer. So one trick that I have with this concealer application before the foundation, it just gives me a lot more coverage. It kind of just marinate inside into the skin. All right, everything is blend, and right now I'm loving this texture, coverage, everything that it gives me with the CC cream. And now I'm just gonna set my face with loose setting powder and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll come back and check in with you guys. Alright guys, so this is the final look, and I don't have any issue with applying the rest of the makeup on my face. So this is what the foundation looks like. It looks very subtle, very nice texture, and with the nice medium coverage with my skin type. With any prone skin, I do like my coverage on the face, but not like a matte full coverage, more like a skin like but with coverage on the face. So my first impression on this CC cream, I really like it. I love the texture and the blendability, and also it doesn't create straight mark when I'm using a brush, and also it does give me a very nice medium coverage, and it's set on the face very nice, but not like as a cakey looking on the face. So I'm loving it, even though I do have a little dry patches on this area, but it just didn't show as much on the face, and it does actually blend into the skin. So I really enjoy the application and the coverage of this foundation. But now we do have to test it out throughout the day to see if this works for my semi oily skin during this winter time. I do still get oily during the winter, but not as oily compared to the summertime. So I always set my makeup with loose setting powder. So setting with a loose setting powder is usually what I do with a foundation review because my oil come through. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully it stay well and stay put throughout the whole day, and I'll check back with you guys later on to see my final thoughts. But right now I'm loving it, and I really digging this foundation. It's pretty affordable because it's a drugstore price. I know it's a little bit pricey than their normal one, but $14 I feel like it's still affordable. So with that being said, I'll give you guys a review later, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, I'm back for the final review on this foundation. I've been wearing this foundation for about 9 hours now, and I have not touched my face or blocked my face. So I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts on this foundation. So first of all, you guys can see this foundation, the coverage is still on, and within this 9 hours mark, I was just staying at home. I wasn't out, and this is the natural oil that it comes through, which is not bad. Comparing to my last foundation review on my channel, you guys will see this oil come through, it wasn't as bad as the last review. So I really like this foundation. The oil, it was in control, and the coverage is still on. Everything on top of this foundation is still stay put. My blush, my contour, my eyebrows, everything looks good, and the coverage is still on. But the only downside is because I do have this texture skin on my chin area due to my congestion, my body. So it tends to get a little dryness. So it does crack up a little on the skin, and you guys will see a little bit rough on the texture area. So if you guys have like texture area on the face, make sure to smooth it out with moisturizer. But I feel like for the first, I would say 6 hours mark, my foundation it still looks good on this area. And now that I have been wearing this for about 9 hours, so I feel like it's time to take this foundation off since I have this situation going on the chin area. But with that being said, I do have to say I love this foundation just because of the coverage and drugstore. Pretty affordable, I would say, although it's a little bit pricier than their normal foundation. But I feel like this foundation so far is the best foundation I've tried from e.l.f, and I'm pretty surprised. And also I like this foundation that it comes in like kind of like a 2-in-1 product, because it comes with the SPF 30, and also it comes with this niacinamide, which I already use in my skincare in the morning time. So I feel like this is like a really good combination of the foundation, or CC cream I should say, I'm looking at. And also it does give me that really nice natural finish and with a good amount of coverage. And also the shade range, I would say this color, it matches really nice with my neck color. So my shade again is light 240W, which is more of a warm tone, and this color it matches me perfectly. I don't see it oxidized. It's just the perfect color, coverage, texture, and also how amazing it looks after 9 hours wear. So I would say this is a really good CC cream from a drugstore brand, and I can see the hype that why a lot of people would talk about this on YouTube. And I'm very excited to wear a couple more times in this month to try it out and see how I improve this texture area underneath this foundation. So now let's give this CC cream a rating. And if you guys watch my channel on my foundation review, you guys know I've been really picky about my foundation just because I'm very picky with what I put underneath the skin and my coverage, because I do have acne prone skin. So I'm very picky about concealer and the primer, also with the foundation. So if you guys know me, I'm very picky, but I will give this CC cream 9 out of 10 just because of the ingredients of the inside, and also it gives me a very nice coverage. It wears very nicely without the heaviness. So this might become my favorite CC cream, but you guys can check out on my favorites video if it happens to be. So that is all my foundation review, and I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and I hope this video does help you out to pick up this foundation or not. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up to support me here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!
Running out of steam, every day be the same. Living like this, testing all my patience. Need a bit of you every time I drink, like a lie.